So welcome everyone. My name is Dr. Noam. I'm from ASAP Laboratory, and I'm sitting here with Dr. Rowan Blogg, who is a legend in our field and is very famous veterinary specialist ophthalmologist. In fact, the first ever registered veterinary specialist in Australia. A man that has really shaped the way we practice veterinary ophthalmology in this country. I guess we are here to talk about his new book, which is it's called Any Kind of Danger. A very powerful book in my eyes that really talks about our connections with animals and building our connection with animals. So I wanted to just take this opportunity to ask Rowan a few questions, but I guess for me the most, the first one that came to my mind is what really brought you to write this book, Rowan?
Well, my first thoughts were that we have many very hard-working veterinarians who live, work very hard and then die and then are lost to our memory. And it was wishing to record part of their lives that drove me to create this book.
Okay. That's very interesting, and you talk in the book about dangers, and I guess I wanted to maybe ask you a little bit more about the dangers that you see, and specifically, I get what do you see are the most, the biggest dangers to animals?
Well, our greatest danger comes from a lack of knowing. We are busy people. We get absorbed with our own life, with our own interests, and with making a dollar. And we forget we've also got to make a difference as well as make a dollar. So gradually my mind turned more and more to how we should be treating our animals better. Yeah. Do we give them a fair go? I ask as I write, and the answer is yes, we do give them a fair go, but the answer, a much stronger answer than that, is no, we don't. We don't give them a fair go. We do not think enough about the consequences of what we do. And it might be as simple as restricting the space that an animal should have, and that's torture.
Absolutely, we're seeing a lot of habitat being destroyed, and that's certainly a big concern for even our greatest relative, the orangutan, whose habitat is being destroyed. And
well, they are voiceless, and all of us in our lives should be thinking about what we do that might impinge on animal life.
Yeah. And the other thing I saw that you're talking about some dangers to our children. How do you see that, Rowan?
Well, the danger to our children is that we don't give them time and instruction to learn about the best part of life, which animals are our teachers, and we are their guardians. We are animal guardians as well as our children are guardians, and our danger is that they mightn't pick up the better part of life and the better lessons of life before we busy make them study for exams to get their HSC and other exams. We've got to learn what is right and what is wrong with the way we treat animals.
Yes, and we see a lot of bullying these days and a lot of aggression. There's certainly a lot more violence that we see in society these days. You talked a little bit about it in your book, about how the way we treat animals really fuels that violence. And do you want to maybe say something about that?
Our kids, if they see that we're violent to animals, how can we expect them to grow up as peaceful people?
Absolutely.
And they see violence, they see our slaughterhouses and what goes on there. We'll see it recently revealed by Animals Australia in the slaughterhouses of the world, and this is not a way we should be bringing the kids up.
Yes, I agree totally. And I think you also talk about the broader danger to our planet and to our future in general.
If we have no wildlife, we really have no planet as we know it. We're decreasing our planet, and we're denying our progeny, our own families, experience that they should have.
Yes. And so what do you think we can do about it, Rowan? What do you think we should be doing, if anything? Well, what can we do?
Well, I would think that our kids at primary school have to learn what is right, what is wrong, what animals deserve and what we should do. Animals are our friends and our teachers, and they can learn a great deal from watching how animals manage their lives. They are not driven by the dollar, unfortunately, and understandably we are to a degree driven by dollars. We don't make dollars, we don't succeed. But animals show us a life where money is just not ruling their lives. Their decisions are on other things, and that's something I think we should study and know.
Yeah, and I definitely feel that, you know, there's one of the most important things we can learn from animals is compassion. And I love in your book you talk about a pigeon called Noam and how he that lives in a rescue shelter in the US that you met, and they and how he shelters and protects little bunnies that came in and they were attacked by other wildlife or dogs.
A lack of compassion is a horrifying thought. It is. Animals feel it, young kids feel it, and we have to nurture that and teach primary schools, which I think are the most important teaching institutions we have, at primary schools.
Yeah. And as veterinarians, you know, obviously we devoted our lives to helping animals. How do you see us as vets contributing? What role do you think we have to say, other than, of course, sharing this book with everyone in your clinic?
We've got to do a great deal more. We get carried away with our own busy lives, and we have to have a strong veterinary voice in all the things that are not right with animals, be they wild animals, be they animals that are bred for food. Do we need to do that? And we're not naturally vegetarians. That was a habit we adopted a long time ago, but we are not carnivores. We are omnivores, and it's a great pity if we don't give a great deal of thought about what we eat.
Yes.